Welcome everyone. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I'm Chef Todd Moore from webcookingclasses.com, and we're here to this beautiful wine festival today to teach you how to cook with wine, right? So I'm here today to tell you my 5 chef secrets for creating amazing meals at home. You don't need to be a chef. You don't have to go to culinary school. I'm going to bring it all to you. It's very simple to do, and there are some great analogies that I'm going to explain this. We are going to empower you with secret number 1. The first thing that I tell you is going to change the way you think about cooking forever. Just this one concept is going to change the way you think about cooking. Secret number 2 is going to get you in and out of the kitchen much faster, not have you running to the grocery store. Anyone ever get a recipe and have to go to the grocery store to buy the specific ingredient? People tell me all the time, "Oh, Chef Todd, I got this great recipe and it calls for saffron, and I went to the grocery store and I got saffron, and it's 2 years later and the saffron is still up on my shelf." We're going to show you how to create recipes from what you have rather than shopping for the things that the recipe commands. Secret number 3 is going to give you precision prep, show you how to make things cook consistently in your house. This is the most important thing, is cooking consistently, right? Secret number 3 is having the right tools in your kitchen, and especially the only 4 knives that you need in your kitchen. You need only 4. You don't need the butcher's block of 17 knives. And this is the thing that always kills me. The butcher's block comes with like 15 steak knives. Who here has cooked steak for 15 people? All right? Beside me, who's been a professional chef. You don't need 15 steak knives. It's really kind of silly. And if you're like my mom and you have a serrated steak knife from 1972 that you got with like a tank of gas, you know, when they gave you stuff with a tank of gas, my mom uses this to cut onions, take tags off clothing, tighten the light switch when it's a general hardware item, you know. Get yourself a chef's knife, and the most important tool in the kitchen. And secret number 3 is precision prep. Things that are cut consistently, cook consistently. So a chef's knife is your best friend in the kitchen. It's a very easy device. Chef's knife. I'll introduce you to the chef's knife. Chef's knife? People, chef's knife. Chef's knife has a handle. That's the obvious part. It has the spine, the dull part. I can run my finger up and down. The edge won't run my finger up and down, the sharp part. Where the handle meets the blade, this is called the bolster, B-O-L-S-T-E-R, bolster. It's an important part of the knife because the correct way to hold the knife is not like a club. This is particularly dangerous because the knife can spin in your hand. So if you're going along chopping stuff, you're holding it like a club and it runs toward your hand, that's particularly dangerous. The correct way to hold the chef knife is between thumb and forefinger at the bolster with the other 3 fingers around the blade. This locks the knife into place. Now the knife can't roll. So you might think that the right hand, my right hand, your knife hand, is the most important hand in knife skills. Left hand, by far, non-knife hand. I got no way to cut this hand. Got all kinds of ways to cut this hand, right? So the home cook loves, you got a piece of celery or something, you hold the celery, fingers extended, you start chopping along and you never quite know when you're going to reach those fingers, right? That's the scary part about it. Well, in knife skills, the right hand is dumb. The right hand is a tip fulcrum method. The tip of the knife stays on the cutting board and the knife rocks back and forth. I tell people it's like dipping water from a bucket with a spoon. It's not a movie clapper kind of up and down. It's a little forward, back, and forth, but the right hand is dumb. Tip fulcrum method. When I've done cooking classes before I started webcookingclasses.com, where I'm teaching people all over the world online, but when we did cooking classes, we would have 10 to 20 people all with this, a small room. Tip fulcrum method was much, much nicer. So right hand dumb, left hand most important hand in knife skills, and what we do is kung fu grip. Tuck all these fingers and thumb underneath, and the best way to make sure you always know where your knife hand is by always having it in contact with the blade. So the blade runs up and down against the knuckle of this non-knife hand, not above the knuckle, because you come back down and add a red food coloring to your food that you don't want, but it rides up and down on the knuckle. Now my non-knife hand is the brains of the operation. So If I move my left hand in small increments, I get thin cuts. If I move my left hand in large increments, I get larger cuts. So the right hand's job is just to stay against the left hand. It's the left hand's job that dictates the increments. So in culinary school, they will take your cutting, not that one, and they'll line them up on a knife. And the chef will come around with a ruler, and this is really annoying, and measure all your cuts. But the point is made, and chef secret number 3 is consistency of cut is consistency of cook. If you make me a soup and it's got a round carrot and a half moon carrot and a square carrot and a carrot stick, and I look at it like, would you find these carrots somewhere? You know, it looks like it was not cooked with much regard. Plus, if you take a carrot this big and a carrot this big, put them in the same procedure, well, this one's soft and mushy, this one's hard and crunchy. They don't cook consistently. Using a chef's knife is one of the most important skills in the kitchen. I thank you for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. To your cooking, we've got a taste here. We're going to plate up, so if you want to come this way and through, and we'll give everybody a taste of the South of France chicken. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.